The gentleman from Virginia is recognized.
Thank you, Chairman. On May 30th, Donald Trump was found guilty after years of lawfare by the radical left. And this is the result of a justice system that has been abused and used against the former president for quite some time. Mrs. Foley, can you explain for us what the primary jurisdiction doctrine is?
Primary jurisdiction doctrine is that federal offenses are generally adjudicated in federal court.
The purpose of this doctrine is to allow an agency of competent jurisdiction to review the facts to determine if there was, in fact, a violation of the laws that the federal agency administers, correct?
Correct.
The theory underlying the doctrine is that Congress has designated these federal agencies to adjudicate such questions because the agencies have a special competence and expertise over factual and legal questions within its designated mandate, correct?
Correct.
Was the primary jurisdiction doctrine implicated in the Manhattan criminal case against President Trump?
I'm going to assume so, and I would defer to Commissioner Trainor on this, but FICA is not my area of law, but what I will say is, having looked at the FICA statute in preparation for this testimony, I'm shocked that there's been no preemption argument here.
Commissioner Trainor?
I would agree with Professor Foley on that. I mean, the whole purpose of my testimony was to highlight the fact that the jurisdiction that was asserted here is jurisdiction that belongs to the Federal Election Commission that could ultimately then refer it to the Department of Justice.
Do you believe the Justice Department should have intervened to protect both the FEC's jurisdiction and its own?
Without question.
And did the Justice Department intervene?
They did not. They only intervened in the Federal Election Commission's investigations.
So in other words, the Biden Justice Department allowed the Manhattan DA's office to usurp both the Justice Department and the FEC's jurisdiction, correct?
Absolutely.
And tell us, why is that problematic?
Well, it's problematic because it sets up a system. Well, first and foremost, it allowed the judge to get the law wrong in this particular case and issue a jury charge that had to do with willful contributions as opposed to knowing and willful contributions, which is what the law requires to be proven. But in a larger picture, it sets up a standard where you can have 50 different states trying federal election crimes under various standards.
Judge Merchant neither stayed nor dismissed the case on primary jurisdiction grounds, did he?
He did not.
In fact, he, along with the 12 residents of New York County, decided that issue, correct?
They did.
And do you believe that the Trump conviction will be vacated on the primary jurisdiction grounds?
I think that that's definitely a possibility.
All right, thank you. I yield back.